Welcome to today's weekly stretch class. Today we're going to be doing a standing stretch, which I love personally. A lot of times we think of stretching as having to get on the floor and do all these poses and stuff like that, and we can just get, a good stretch still standing up without having to put that impact on our joints or having to get up and down. So today will be that focus of standing stretch. We'll do a full body stretch, and then we will start and end with some deep breathing too, just to kind of relax ourselves before we head into this busy week. So you will just need a good, safe space around you. We will be utilizing a wall for some of the stretches. So if you can be kind of close to a wall, that would be helpful. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So find yourself a nice, comfortable position here, feet about shoulder width apart. We're just gonna do some big, nice, deep inhales and exhales. So inhale with me, arms go up. And then exhale as those arms go down. Really making this stretch nice and tall, opening up the torso, elongating that spine, inhaling as we come up, and then exhaling as we come down. Let's do two more here. In, and then out. Last one here. In, and then out. Awesome job. Just let those arms kind of hang to your side. We're gonna start with a neck stretch. So like I said, top to bottom, full body stretch here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start with my left hand. You can do whatever you want. We're gonna do both sides, but I'm gonna reach my left hand over, kind of touch my ear, and we're just gonna pull the neck to the left here. Just kind of letting that stretch go deep into the side of the neck. And then with this other hand, you want to kind of pretend like you're pushing away a dog or something like that, just to get that nice deep stretch kind of in the top of the shoulder here. So we're going to hold this for about 30 seconds, remembering to focus on your breathing as you're holding these stretches. Going to a position that feels comfortable, not painful, but really gets that deep stretch. Great job. We'll hold for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring yourself back to a neutral position, and we're gonna be doing the same thing on the other side. So right hand comes up over right about the ear, and we're just pulling to the right. Left hand is going to pronate and pretend like you're pushing something away. So really getting that deep neck stretch in here. Really focus on that breathing. Great job. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself back to neutral position. The next thing we're going to be doing is an interlinking hands back stretch. So we're just going to take our hands, interlink them like you're holding your own hands, and then we're going to kind of arch that back here. So as a side view, we're still nice and straight in our bodies, but we're interlinking those arms and kind of arching that upper back to get that good upper back stretch in here. So let's hold this for 30. Feel free to kind of sink more into that stretch as well as you're breathing. Arching that back forward. Awesome. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself back. Let's take a second to roll those shoulders forward and back just to kind of get everything relaxed again. And then the next thing we're gonna do is a little bit of a core/side stretch. So we're gonna take those feet wide, little bit more than shoulder width apart, I would say, but it kind of also depends on your range of motion and comfortability. And we're just gonna take ourselves to the side here. I'm starting with stretching over to my right, and then we're just gonna hold this. So you should feel that stretch nice and in this side abdominal area, and you can go as far as you want depending on your range of motion. Great job. Hold this for about 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself slowly back up. Few deep inhales and exhales here. I like to kind of reset between each stretch just to kind of give yourself a little bit of time to relax here. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So nice big reach over. Really getting that stretch in that side abdominal there. Slight bend at the knee here though, so we don't want to overextend our knees, but we're not bending our knees either. So just keep that in mind as you're holding this stretch as well. Great job. 10 more seconds here. See if you can't sink into it just a little bit further. Be mindful of your range of motion though. Be mindful of your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Bring yourself back up. Give yourself a second to reset, stretch out. We've done a little bit of upper body here, some core. And now we're gonna stay with our upper body and do a little bit of our chest here. So this is where we're gonna bring in the wall for some support. So what we're gonna do is an isolated chest stretch. So we're gonna start with just one side. I'm gonna start with my left and I'm just gonna place my palm on the wall. So feel free to do the same if you're close to a wall. And then you're gonna step a little bit forward until you start to feel that stretch here in this chest, okay? So you wanna start with being right next to the wall and then start to walk yourself out. That just until you feel that stretch. So remember, stretching shouldn't be painful, but it should be a little bit uncomfortable so that you can feel that nice stretch in that muscle fiber there. So we're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Nice and tall here. Make sure you're not arching backwards or leaning forwards. We should be nice and tall. Great job. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and walk yourself back and then drop that arm. I think that is a really good safe way to kind of come out of that stretch as well. Same thing on the other side. Whenever you're ready and feel reset, we're gonna place that palm directly on that wall there, right horizontal to us. And then we're gonna take a few steps forward until you get to a point where you're feeling that deep stretch here in that chest. So right along this area. Great job. Focus on that breathing here. Nice tall posture. Great job. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Walk yourself back to where you're horizontal and then drop that arm. I love that. That's probably one of my favorite chest opener, chest stretches. So moving on to a little bit of lower body. So what we're gonna do is just some toe touches here. So this is where, again, range of motion is completely up to you. But what we're gonna be doing is standing with your feet about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit closer. And then we're gonna take a big, deep inhale, and then we're gonna drop ourselves down, try to touch your toes. You do not have to, but we wanna make sure that we're keeping our legs nice and straight. Just a slight bend in the knee here and go about as far as you can and just let yourself hang here. So not only is this a hamstring stretch, but this is also kind of just a nice upper body stretch of just letting ourselves relax and hang. So we'll hold this for about 20 more seconds. Go ahead and take a big deep breath in and see if you can't sink down just a little bit further, touch those toes. Great job. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll yourself back up out of this stretch. That always feels so nice. Shake those legs out a little bit here. Now we're gonna move on to kind of a side wide toe touch stretch. So we're gonna bring our legs wider this time. Same sort of stretch, we're just gonna take ourselves to one side first and then the other side after that. So bring your arms nice and tall, big deep breath in here, and then slowly bring yourselves to one side. I'm starting with my left, and then just shoot for the fingertips touching the toes here. So again, you don't have to touch your toes, but get as far as you can while keeping your legs nice and straight here. Take one big deep breath in and see if you can't sink down just a little bit further in that exhale. Great job. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then bring yourself slowly back up, rolling that upper body. Nice job. Let yourself kind of reset here. Same thing on the other side. When you're ready, big, deep inhale all the way to the top. And then we're just letting ourselves fall slowly down into that side toe stretch here. You should be feeling this in your hamstring still, a little bit of your inner thigh as well, because we are coming side to side this time. Deep breaths here. Awesome job. 10 more seconds here. Keep holding this stretch. Sink into it a little further if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then roll yourself slowly back up here to that neutral position. Awesome job. Shake it out here a little bit. We've got 3 more stretches, so you guys are making it through, but take this time to really focus on that warmth of the muscles, stretching out the muscles. Take this time for you. So next thing we're gonna do is a wall assisted calf stretch. So we're coming back to the wall this time. What this is gonna look like is you wanna place both hands on your wall and then take one foot. I'm starting with my left foot, and we're just gonna bring that up against the wall. So your foot is kind of angled against the wall, and then you're gonna start to kind of move yourself closer to that wall to where you start to feel that calf stretch, okay? So this stretch should be right here through that gastrocnemius muscle, and our foot should be pronated against that wall here. So again, range of motion is all about stretching, is making sure you're only going to where you feel comfortable, no pain, but you also feel that deep stretch as well, of course. Great job. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now what we're gonna do is hold this same position, take that leg that was up against the wall and just take it back and push against the wall. So it's still a calf stretch, but just kind of a different position as well. So really kind of holding this exaggerated lunge, I would say, and pushing against that wall here. Hold for 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Bring yourself back to a neutral position, shake it out a little bit, and then we're gonna repeat on the other side. So when you're ready, same thing, hands go up against the wall. This time my right foot is pronated up against that wall, and then we're just kind of sinking into that stretch. So the closer you bring yourself to the wall, the deeper that stretch is gonna be in your calf. Great job. Focus on that breathing, super important when you're stretching. Really, really good stretch to do after walking or running or any kind of lower body cardio exercise. So keep this one in mind. This is one of my favorites. We'll hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then again, bring yourself back to that exaggerated lunge. That back foot should be flat on the floor, so you're feeling that stretch through that calf muscle still, and then we're pushing our body against that wall, just sinking into that stretch here. If you're not feeling the stretch, bring yourself further away from that wall and you'll start to feel that deeper. If you're feeling it too much, bring yourself closer. So again, modify to whatever you feel is best. Great job. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Bring yourself back to a neutral position. 2 more. Last one is a quad stretch, okay? So we've done a lot of hamstring work. Now we're gonna move into the front of our legs here. So if you need a wall as an assist for balance, go ahead and use it. But what we're gonna be doing is just grabbing that back leg and just holding it kind of heel to our butt. So you should feel that stretch right there through your quad. If you can't quite grab your foot, that's okay. If you have shoes on, grab your shoelaces, or you can just dangle your foot kind of as far as you can up there. But try to get this position held and feel that really deep stretch here in that quad. Again, using the wall for balance if you need to. We can never get away from practicing balance, right? Even if I have a stretching class, we're always doing a little bit of balance. Awesome job. Great work, guys. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Same thing on the other side. So grabbing that left ankle this time and really getting into that deep quad stretch. So something that a lot of people often do with this stretch is they do this or they do this. So make sure you're nice and straight, okay? So your knees should almost be pretty parallel to each other, and that's gonna ensure that you're getting a good quad stretch without sacrificing your form. Great job, deep breaths here. Remember to relax. It's what stretching is all about. Awesome job. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself back down to neutral position. Last stretch we have is just some nice ankle rotations, just to get kind of all those little joints stretched out and moving a little bit. So again, you might need your wall here for balance if you need it, but we're gonna I'm starting with my right leg, and we're just gonna do some nice big exaggerated ankle circles here. Making sure you're not going too fast. So this is a slow motion, really getting that nice stretch in the calf, also in the shin. Super important, especially if you're a walker, getting those shins stretched out as well. Awesome job. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Same thing on the other side. When you're ready, join me. Nice big exaggerated ankle circles here. Might feel some snap, crackle, popping. I do. Probably means we need to get that get that movement a little bit more in that ankle joint. Nothing wrong with it though. Great job. Let's do 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Shake it out. Let yourself just kind of hang loose for a little bit. Let those arms hang heavy to your side. Kind of wiggle those legs back and forth as we've just held a lot of good stretch poses. And let's end with a few big deep inhales like we did in the beginning. So inhale, arms come all the way up. And exhale as they come down. Awesome job. 2 more here. In. Hold at the top here. And relax. Awesome. Let's do 1 more here. Really big, deep inhale. Tall, tall stretch. Hold, hold. And then exhale as you come down. Awesome job, Mighty Family. And I'll see you guys all back here next week.